All right, guys, here we have it, our yellow rice with gandules alongside with pastelillos. I'm making those on the side. I will show you those on a different day. We're going to focus on our yellow rice with gandules. All right, we have our cilantro, our olives, our red garlic peppers, onions, red pepper, and green pepper. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil to our pan. Then we're going to go ahead and dice up some ham. I just have some cottage ham. Go ahead and put that on low. You're going to cook that for probably about maybe 5 minutes without the lid. And then we're going to add all of our vegetables, our cilantro, onions, peppers, green peppers, garlic. We're going to add it right into the ham here. Okay, we're going to still keep it on low. You're going to go ahead and mix all of those ingredients together. And probably let that cook for about, I'd say like 7 minutes. And you don't have to cover this as well. You can just fry it without the lid. All right, we're gonna add our olives. You have to have olives. If you don't like olives, you don't have to add them. We love olives, so I always put olives in my rice. Go ahead and let that cook just a couple minutes. Here I have my empanadillas, my pastelillo, that's my ground beef for those. You're going to go ahead and add 1 entire can of tomato sauce. I put a whole can because I am making a lot of rice. Go ahead and stir that all together really well. And it smells so amazing in here. And then you're going to see that it has just a little bit of liquid. It's not very much. But you see, I did not cook the vegetables all the way down. Here I did add a couple bay leaves. You got to add bay leaves. Then you're going to add 2 packets of sazon. After you add the 2 packets of sazon, you can go ahead and mix all of your ingredients. Then we're going to add salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, adobo. About a tablespoon of each. It seems like a lot, but in all honesty, it's not. There's going to be a lot of rice. It's going to absorb and soak right into the rice. Mix that again. Just let that simmer. Look at that, guys. Smells so good. All right, now we're going to add our pigeon peas. All right, 1 whole can. 1 whole can of our green pigeon peas, or gandules. Then you're going to go ahead and mix that in. Just mix it really well. Mix all the ingredients. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that same can that the beans were in. And we're going to get 1 full whole can of water. And here you see I'm using my wooden spoon. I transitioned from the metal spoon to the wooden spoon. All right, so we added the 1 can, and then here we have our washed rice. This here is about 7 cups of washed rice. So this is our white Goya. This is the Goya rice white. I washed it. I rinsed it really good. You're going to add that in. Now, this here is the tricky part. I'm going to let this absorb and soak into the 1 cup of liquid, and whatever liquid I had from the sazon and the ham. I'm going to let that soak for about 2 minutes, just like this here. You're going to let it soak really, really good, and then we're going to go ahead and add some more water. But first, I'm just letting all of the spices kind of absorb and soak into the rice. All right, then here, we're going to add probably about 3 cups of water. Just until you can, so as you're mixing it here, you can see it's not very runny. It's not very watery. It's like the perfect consistency, okay? Now, we're going to cover it. We're going to put aluminum foil as well as a lid. I do both. I like to put both. We don't want any of the steam to come out, okay? So we're going to put it on low for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to check it. Look at this here. Okay, however, this here is not ready. We're gonna do the first step of stirring. So you're gonna go ahead and stir everything together, all the vegetables, all of your ingredients, all the spices and the rice, the olives, everything. You're gonna stir it. You're gonna kind of grab from the side of the caldero, from the side of the pan, and then we're gonna kind of like bind and make just like, try to put everything like in the middle of the pot. All right, you're gonna make like a little hill right into the middle of the pot. We don't want too much of the rice sticking onto the side of the caldero. All right, so once after you have that mixed really well, we're gonna go ahead and let this steam and cook again on low for about another 25 minutes. Okay, and then we're gonna put the foil back on and the lid. All right, so just watch here how I form this bind here of like a hill. You see how I'm kind of like just brushing it up with the spoon? And this is why I changed from the metal spoon to the wooden, because I feel like I can do this part better with the wooden spoon. All right, just like so. Now this is gonna steam again on low. You have to cook it on low because you don't want the rice to burn, because it already makes pegao and it burns really fast. So not too loud, not too high. That's my meat for my empanadillas. As you can see, I'm making those today with this. All right, I got the rice still over there cooking. In the midst while I have that cooking, I'm gonna make an empanadilla in between time here, just to kind of buy time. So you're just gonna add the ground beef to your empanadilla, and then you're gonna just kind of close it, and you're gonna pinch. Sometimes I add cheese, sometimes I don't. You're gonna go ahead like so, and you're gonna pinch. Then you're gonna take your fork. So after you pinched here the ends, you're gonna go ahead and grab your fork, and then you're gonna kind of just fan it on the outer of the empanadilla. I was not gonna show you guys this part, but I might as well. Might as well make an empanadilla while I'm waiting on the rice. And then you're just gonna pinch the ends, the edges like so. And then once you do the one side, you're gonna go ahead and flip the empanadilla over, and you're gonna do the other side the same exact way. Okay? And then you can freeze these, and when you want them, you could take them out and thaw them. You're just gonna fry them in just a little bit of oil. I do recommend taking them out of the freezer first and thawing them before, instead of cooking them frozen. I like them thawed out. Then you're gonna do it just like so, and these here are pretty much ready to just go right into the oil. They're not frozen, obviously they're fresh. And I got my rice still over there cooking, and it smells so amazing in here. And this is the steps here for your empanadilla. Super easy, guys. And you can put chicken, you can put pulled pork, you can put whatever you like. And voila. Look at this yellow rice and gandules. So amazing. There's my empanadillas. You're gonna cook those for about 3 minutes on each side. Add a little salad, and voila. Enjoy.